crafty friends, it's Martha at Burn & Barn Designs. I'm here today to bring you some thrifted items I found for Thrifty Thursday, I'm sorry. Thrifty Thursday is brought to you by Cherie at Turquoise Dreaming on YouTube. If you're interested in thrifting finds and how to use them, go follow her. And she has lots of wonderful ideas over on her channel for journaling and thrifting and crafting, so she's a definitely must follow. So I went to a little co-op store in our town. We live in a small town out in the country, town of about 3,500 people, and our recycling center has a co-op store where all the proceeds from the store go to support the recycling center. So I popped in there the other day. We've lived here 3 years and I haven't ever been in there, and just happened to go by and saw the sign and went in and found some really cool items for journaling. So the first thing I found was this big ball of eyelash trim in pastel colors. Anytime I've seen the eyelash trim, it's been in really dark colors, so I was super excited to find this. However, it might take me 9 years to untangle it all, but I think it's really pretty, so I got it. So that was my first thing. And then I found these vintage cards, greeting cards, and I thought those would be perfect to make cards and tags and things out of. And look at how cute the envelopes are. I thought that would be a really cute tuck in a journal, and then have maybe cut this off and have the matching journal card. And then it's got a sweet sentiment in here, Jeremiah 29:12 or 29:11, I'm sorry. So if you like the religious aspect, you could use that in a prayer journal or something of that nature. So that's really cute. I got a couple of those. I got 3 of them. And then this one was really cute. I thought would be sweet in like a recipe journal. So that one, and then these vintagey ones. These remind me of cards that my grandma used to send out years ago. Just like sweet little cards. You write your blank note in there. But the envelope's kind of patinaed and vintagey looking, so I got a couple, 3, what did I get, 3, 4 of those. So I thought that was cute. And I like to tuck these in my swaps. When I do swaps, I'll write a note on another piece of paper to my swap partner, and then I'll just tuck the note inside the blank card so I don't write on the card, and then she can use it later, however she chooses. So I think that's a neat idea. And then this one was pretty rose one. Oh, I got another one under there. Pretty rose one, and I like that they're blank inside because you can do whatever you want with them. And then this was just a sweet little girl one with the little cute bird. I thought was cute. Congratulations. And a sweet little picture inside. And a little Psalm 37:3. So I liked that one. And then another pretty floral. So these would go gorgeous in like a spring or summer journal, floral journal. So I thought those were nice. And then I found a recipe book, kitchen kettle, and I thought the pictures were really nice. And then it's got all of the like country looking recipes on these pages, and I thought that would make a really cute journaling card. So you've got the recipe on one side and then space to write on the other, and it's bound by the little rings, so that was kind of older looking. So whole thing full of that, and then this pretty crinkly paper on the back I thought was nice. So that was fun. And then I could not believe my good fortune with this one. There's a whole stack of vintage patterns. And look at these, 1960s vintage. How cute is that? And a sewing journal. And then it has all of the patterns inside and the instructions and everything. And it looks like they're all uncut. So that's going to be really fun to use. And then another one, 1960s vintage. And I thought this would be cute on a page in a journal. And then of course you can use the tissue for all sorts of things. And that one was all uncut too. I could not believe finding that. And then this one, look at this. I got this for a nickel. Can you believe that? This one is so old and it's super fragile, but this paper is just beautiful. And then it still has part of the pattern inside, and it looks like somebody cut the pattern. But how gorgeous is that? The page is yellowed a little bit and has aged. Look at the aging on the back. That will be so pretty in a sewing journal. And then another one I got for a nickel. And this one they had in a bag because it's really fragile and coming apart. You can see a piece down here already came off. But I just love that look, that aged look. And look at the styles, the little smock shirts. That's so cute. And then it's all kind of coming apart, but I think that's the charm of it. But it's been well loved over the years. And then it's got the instructions and the pieces that have been, some have been cut and some have not. So I thought that was really nice. So that was really cool. I was excited about that. We junk journalers and crafters love the old aged paper, don't we? And then this one was a beautiful doily I found for 50 cents. You can't beat that. Look at how pretty that is. So delicate and intricate. I just love that. So that will go to good use. And then I got a couple books. Here's a magazine, a ladies' needlework magazine from 1970. And there again, we've got all the aged pages, some really pretty illustrations in there. Oh, it smells vintagey. Might have to air that one out a little bit. But it's so cool. I love it. And the styles, oh my gosh. Growing up in the 70s like I did, some of these styles look kind of familiar. You get the coat and the scarf. And the hairdos. I love the hairdos. So this will make really cute tags and fun things in a sewing journal. You can collage with it. And the advertisements, 2 cents for a pattern. How cool is that? Boy, those days are gone, aren't they? I went in Joann's not long ago. I saw a Vogue pattern that I really wanted to try for a blouse. It was like $29.99. I could not believe it. They have gone up. But that was really cool. I like that one. And then I got a little music book because the pages looked pretty. And they're all starting to yellow and have that pretty look. And then some old books there, retail price $1. Love that. And then this page would make a nice page for journaling. And then the pretty cover. So I got that, and then I found this lovely piece of fabric. Look at that. With the embroidered on there in the pretty ivory color. I thought that could be cut up and just made into all kinds of pretties. That would make a pretty base for a journal cover. And you could layer all kinds of things on top of it. Where's our little doily? See how pretty that would be, doily. Add some vintage laces to it. Good collage on there. I just think that would be beautiful. So pretty. So I love that. And then my last piece from that shop was a beautiful ivory piece. And this, I believe, was a tablecloth. And I thought, there again, how nice would that be for a journal cover? Cut that up into pieces. You could layer laces and things on top of that. Look how pretty that would be. This is a piece of vintage lace that I am hoarding, that I got somewhere. And I just love it. So when you're out thrifting, kind of think outside of the box. Don't just think of clothing that you can cut up and pieces of fabric that people haven't used. Think of like your tablecloths, your curtains, even placemats, things like that. And you can get them for a song. I got that whole batch of things I just showed you. The whole thing was $6. So that will go a long way in the crafting. So I will put that aside, and then this next batch I'm going to show you. I just went to Las Vegas to visit family, and a friend there was getting rid of some fabric and laces and trims and things. She was just donating them, so I brought a bag back, and this thrifty find cost me absolutely nothing except the weight of dragging it home in the airport. So it was a little sweat equity, but it was so worth it. Look at these beautiful trims. There's some pretty gold cord in there that'll be cute for like wrapping around envelopes or little ties, tag ties and things. And then some pretty, this is old, self-adhesive. This is vintage. 98 cents for 6 feet. That was a bargain. And then some little fringy gold trim. That'll look cute in Christmas journals or vintage journal, or I'm sorry, not vintage, maybe Victorian, like a real pretty Victorian with the Victorian ladies. So that, and then I brought a couple fabrics home. This is kind of a dusty purple, was in that lot. I thought that might be a nice base for something. And then a more pastel one. It's a pretty good chunk of fabric. With these colors. If you like the turquoise, I thought for a pretty spring journal, that might be nice. This is really soft fabric too. It's kind of it's that cotton that has kind of a sheen to it. So that was pretty. The prints are bolder, but I think those bolder prints are nice to collage over and layer over because you get a lot of the color underneath. And then a piece of this in this kind of a turquoisey teal color. And that's got a real hefty weight to it. That would make a great book cover. So I always tend to go the neutrals, the creamies, the pastels, the dusty pink, dusty blue, but I think that would make a really pretty cover too. So this year I've made 2 journals in my life, so I should say I'm trying to branch out. So though I love the shabby chic and the vintage, I might stretch myself and see what else I can make. And then this dusty blue, Georgette. It's very pretty. This would make beautiful, if you cut it in strips, beautiful ties to wrap around your journal. I think that would be gorgeous. So there's lots you can do with that. So I liked that. And then there was a lot of darker trims that I went ahead and took just because I know some of the people are into them, so I will gift those, happy mail them, put them in packs, whatever happens with that. I don't foresee myself using a lot of them, but they were pretty, so why let them go to waste and just go to Goodwill or something where a lot of the times they just toss that stuff because there's not much yardage left. But this was a pretty, like a deeper blue. It's a really pretty lace. I like that. And then the black is just a little strip of it, but that could look pretty on something, a little embellishment. And then the edging, this is a little heavier, so that might look good like on the outline of a book. The cording, it's like a cord. And then we've got the little swirly trim over here. That's kind of cute too. There again, you could edge with that or trim up a page or the outline of a book. So we've got that. And then these were pieces. Somebody was making something out of them, but the lace is really pretty. It's got a real pretty sheen to it, so I thought it could be cut in strips and used as little collage pieces or embellishments. We never want to throw anything away, do we? We always want to repurpose. That's the beauty of the junk journaling, that we're not throwing it in the landfill. It's going to be preserved into something beautiful. So I love that idea. And then a pretty blue strip. That was a nice wide one. And I do love that color. It's kind of a royal blue, I guess. So there is that. And then we've got some turquoisey looking little trim. So that's kind of cute there. And then on this side was this very sheer, delicate trim edged in pink. So that will be cute. I like that. I had to do some creative packing to get all of this home, but I couldn't pass it up. It's such a nice find. Oh, here's some more dark. There's some more blue trim, and then some black. I saw a lady the other day, Kathy, at Kathy's Garden Creations. Is it Kathy's Garden or Kathy's Garden Creations on YouTube? And she did some pink Valentine envelopes, and the pastel pink was really pretty, but she edged it in black. It had some black accents in the pattern on the page, and the black trim looked absolutely beautiful and didn't make it look too heavy for Valentine's Day. So if you think outside of the box a little bit, there's things that you can do. I liked that idea. So the black might be kind of fun to play with. Definitely outside of my wheelhouse, but that's what we do. We create and try new things. And then we've got, let's see. Oh, sorry, I have to reach down in my bag. This tangle, which will take me a while. I untangled one of these last night, and it took me about an hour to get it all untangled, but it was much worse than this. But that's sweet, little striped pink and white trim. So that'll be cute on something. It's like a cording, kind of. There's a big bolt of that. And then we go into the, oh, sorry guys, I've got to reach. Oh, it got stuck in my bag because it's all on these wraps. So here is a beautiful lace. How pretty is this one? I love that. And see how it's kind of got a little netting in between? You could cut that and make it into two different strips if you wanted, if you needed a narrower lace. This lace is really soft too. I'm thinking it's a little older by the texture and writing on the little wrap thing here. Poke that back in there. And then we have this. This would make really pretty page edging, I think, because the little circles there would stick out of your book. How cute is that? And the pretty little flowers in there. This one almost has kind of the tint to it. When I put it next to sage green, kind of picks that up a little bit. I wouldn't say it's a cream or an ivory. Well, as you can see against my white here, it's a little bit tinted. So that will make something lovely, I'm sure. Maybe cute in a garden book with plants. And then here's a deeper rose. And there's a bunch of this. And actually, this was the one that took me an hour to untangle last night. It was in a knot. And I got one of these cords and I used it. Cards. So there's that, and it's stretchy. So I thought that was pretty. Oops, let's see here. Oh, where'd my pin go? Lost it on the white. I should have my pin cushion. So that was nice. And then there is some rickrack in white. So that'll make some cute trim. I always lean towards the lace because it's so pretty, but things like this can be just as pretty when you get creative. So that was nice. And then, oops, I got a couple more. And these were all ribbons. There's some dusty pink and some white. And this ribbon has got a lot of heft to it. It's not real flimsy. So that will be nice. There's a card of that. And then 2 other cards of it. Kind of a dusty, it's almost lilac-y looking compared to the pink. But you can see it's got a lot of heft to it. So that will be pretty. And then my last thrifty thing in this batch, I have to be honest, I don't really know what it is, but it was interesting, so I brought it home. And I'm thinking that some of my more experienced sewing friends might know what this is. It's kind of pretty. I thought for we journalers it might make a nice pocket over a digital that you don't want to cover up the design. You could still see the design through, but it's got some weight to it, so it would hold a tag very nicely. Or if you wanted to see the design on the tag through it. But I'm thinking this might be something that wedding dressmakers maybe used, that, I don't know. It just seems like something, like not a seam binding, but something to that effect where, like when you add layers and layers of the tulle and lace and things, that maybe it connects it together somehow. So Miss Teresa and Miss Laura, if you are watching this, hit me up and tell me what you think it might be. They're my sewing friends. I think that, oh, I lost my pen again. Yikes. I think it might be something for dressmaking of some sort, but I don't know what. So there were 3 of those. So that is my thrifty haul. I can't believe I got all of that for just the price of having to bring it home. So that was very nice. And I'm searching for my pin as we talk, because if it goes on the floor and my dog steps on it, I won't be happy. So we have to figure that out. So between all of that and the estate sale haul that I found recently, where I brought back all of that stuff, I filled up the back of my SUV and the back seat of my SUV with bags and bags and bags of lace and fabric and trims and all kinds of things. So I will be making packages with those, and that's what I'm working on this week. I've had a few people ask me about packages. There's just way too much for me to keep and use, so I thought I'd pass it along, and I'm working on that right now. These are just two of the packages that I've come up with so far. I thought I'd show you. And I don't have them priced out yet and completed yet, but this was the colored trims, some of the colored trims. And this bag was some of the more neutrals of the laces and the trims. Some pretty laces in here, pretty pearl trims, some little interesting cording going on here, little florals, and some with sequins. So I think those are going to be really lovely. These are some larger pieces of lace back there. So I'm working on that, so stay tuned. If you're interested in packages like that, then please subscribe and also hit like if you don't mind, and follow me along. I'm new to this little crafting journey, and I'm excited about it, and I'm searching for ideas all the time, so I'm following all of you all as well, and trying to grow this channel. So if you don't mind liking and subscribing, I would appreciate it. I hope you all have a really blessed week or weekend. It's coming up on the weekend. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.